Hello everyone, and welcome to Hero RC. I'm Robert, and I'm glad to be back out here doing what I enjoy doing. In frame! Woo, we grooving right now. Got some Usher going on right now. But in frame, I've got my two pickups. My Trx4 F-150 and my Trx4 Chevy Cheyenne. I'm about to go out and do a head-to-head with both of them and have a good time, because this is what I love doing. They both have 3S batteries in them. The F-150 has a knockoff Yvonne Power. Never heard of them, but I bought this a long time ago when I bought my first Trx vehicles. The Blazer has the Trx4 LiPo 3-cell battery, so they're pretty much even with power. They have the same tires. Wheels are a little different, but for some reason it seems like the foams in the Chevy are a little softer. I don't know what that's all about, but I bought the tires from the same place, and they both have original foams in them. So we'll just see what happens with that. Yeah, the Chevy has softer foams. I just noticed that, and I noticed it when I looked at the tires on the Chevy, kind of compressed a little bit. That might give it an advantage out there on the course. But we're going to take it outside on Foxtrot Trail Course 1, and we're going to do a head-to-head. I will see you on the flip side. Alright, here we are back on the flip side. Got the two pickups, Trx4 pickups, Chevy and the F-150. The only changes have been tires and wheels. We're going to take them head to head and see how they do. First, we're going to go over Foxtrot Trail Course 1 for the comparison, and then we're just going to hit Foxtrot Trail Course 2 just to do a little trailing. Alright, I just picked up a remote. I don't have them labeled where I can line of sight, so F-150 was the first one I picked up. That's the first one we're going to bring down the stairs. Here we go. And like I said, the electronics are all the same. Only thing that's been changed is the tires and the wheels, and they're pretty much equal in that category. Oh, the drag. I got them all both set to crawling on the ESCs. And I noticed the drag brake on the Chevy kicked in right away. And it seems like the tires, the foams in the Chevy Blazer are a little bit softer. The drag brake seems to be working a little bit better too. Look at that. Wow. Alright, here we go. Alright, Chevy Trailblazer coming up over Ty Road. Bad driving right there. Oh man, look at the modulation on this thing. Nice. Look at that. It's just creeping. Alright, that was my bad. I had to forward in high, second gear. So look at that, it's modulating nicely now also. Ooh. That was bad driving, so we're gonna try that again. Alright, we're gonna bring the Ford first up over Foxtrot Bridge Road. No problem. Alright, we're gonna bring the Chevy. It's coming at a little bit of a different angle, but I think it makes much difference. Nice slow modulation in that crawler mode with the ESC. Nice. Alright, here we are at Foxtrot Trail Course 2, and we're getting ready to go over Bedrock Bridge. It's got me all messed up right now. It's that sweet smelling barbecue in the air. Man, somebody's cooking up a nice little storm here. Invite me over. I'm a neighbor. No. We're going to take her up over. I took the SUV brick away, and let's see how the F-150 does without the SUV brick. And for those of you who don't know what the SUV brick is, if you haven't watched any of my video, it's the brick that I sit right there where the front tires of the F-150 is sitting right now, because it has a hard time getting over it. A lot of my vehicles have a hard time getting up over this obstacle. All diffs are off right now, so let's see what happens. And you can tell they are off. Alright, let's just do the front to start with. This is all original electronics. Look at that. Just the front diffs get these nice puppies over, man. Look at that. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get that center to hit the center of the truck, to hit that middle part of the brick where there's nothing there to catch the to make it bottom out. Look at that. Just the fronts. Had to pick that perfect line. Nice. Very nice. Alright, let's see how that Chevy Blazer does on that same line. And the only difference is, on each vehicle, they're both running 3S batteries. They just have new tires and new rims. Let's see. The rims aren't from the same company though. I'm thinking the rims on the F-150 might be a little bit heavier, but let's see what happens. Look at that nice, man. That Chevy is giving me a nice modulation, man. Tires are really flexing there. No diffs are on. It's acting like it wants to without the diffs. Uh-oh. Oh my, without the diffs on. Are you kidding me? The Chevy did it without the diffs on? Oh, wait a minute. No, that's wrong. That's wrong. Let's back it up. I had the fronts on. I lied. That was... I looked down at the remote and there were diffs on. And as a matter of fact, they were all on. Alright, we're just going to do the front. she's just bouncing. It's got the softer foams in it, but it's just bouncing. Ooh, man, it had a hard time getting up there with all four on. Did you see that? Alright, different angle here, just the fronts, slow modulation. Alright, just the fronts. Just gotta get that bottom of the vehicle in the center there, so that it doesn't bottom out. This one is taking a little bit more attempts. Okay. Alright, I think we got it straight now. There we go. Alright, we're gonna chalk that up to bad driving. She made it up there. Alright, here's the F-150 coming up on Blackpot Hill. I tell you what, the grass and the weeds are slowly trying to take control out here. So tomorrow, I'm going to bed early tonight, super early. I want to be in bed by the time the football game starts, Monday Night Football starts, and get up super early, and I'm going to tackle this tomorrow. So maybe I can pull a vehicle out to go over my new course tomorrow. Then this weekend will be strictly fence. Well, that'll be the main priority. I will make some videos though. Alright, Ford F-150, just the fronts on. Heading up Blackpot Hill. Passenger tires way up in the air. She's not wanting to tip. Tires are semi-grabbing. And she's going to do it with just the fronts on. Nice. Very nice. Alright, we got the Chevy Blazer entering Blackpot Hill Road. And let's see how she does with the incline, just the fronts on. What was that? Wasn't me. Just the fronts on. I think there might be a little bit difference in those tires there. And after watching videos, I think blue foams for the type of crawling that I'm doing, blue inserts, is probably the way to go. Just the fronts on. Okay, there we go. Just a little bit more difficult than the F-150. Alright, we're going to do the descent and see what happens here. That Chevy does look nice though, gotta admit that. Drag brake kicked in pretty nice. Drag brake on this one is doing a little bit better than alright, nice descent. Let's see how it does with the back up. And then come around. Circle is very weak. We'll come on around and do the center of gravity. I'm gonna say that was bad driving. Here we go. We're gonna push it back and come on around a little lower and then come up high. Tires aren't grabbing. Oh man. The rears are off. Okay. Let's put all four on. The four makes a difference, don't they? Put it back on the fronts. Alright, just the fronts are on. We're going to turn all four on because it's sliding down. Still sliding with all four on, so I'm putting it back on 2. Nice. Alright, we're going to take the 4 through the same paces. Got a lot of drag brake there. Something about the way the tires look versus compared to the fenders of the back of the truck. When it's sitting high up, it makes the tires look like they're too small. But like right there in that position, they look perfect. But it's flexing right now. Just the fronts are on. See if we can do it without turning over. She's ready to go. So far, they're pretty much even. Giving it the same opportunities I gave the Chevy. And what I'm seeing so far, they're pretty much even. Center of gravity thing here. Modulation is about the same. Center of gravity is about the same. I'm thinking the Ford might be a little bit top heavy. Alright. We're going to click in the all diffs. Servo is weak. I ordered me some servos on Amazon off of OG Rad's website. He's got some pretty nice ones on there. I ordered the cheapest ones that they had on there for about 27 bucks. They're waterproof, digital. Just see how they work. They can't be any worse than what's in them now. Alright, this thing got around that. We're going to turn just the fronts back on. Nice. And change angles. Alright, here we go. Just the fronts are on. Oh, it's lifting up. That back tire on the driver's side is jacked up there. But it's about to drop. Bring it on around. Just the front. Oh, slow down, Robert. That would have been driver's error there. Alright, nice. Alright, I want to see if I can catch some nice articulation coming over Twin Peaks and Dip Catcher Road. What was that? Nice articulation there. All right, F-150. There's a bad line there. articulation, same thing. Look at that. Alright, nice. Alright, let's get some nice cruising over the rocks coming this way. Chevy Blazer. This side hill in there. Just the fronts are on. Didn't really expect them to have too much difficulty out here. Alright, let's bring the Ford. Just the fronts are still on. No problem. Really hasn't been much of a challenge. I mean, they're pretty much equal. Going up over Shovel Bridge. Nice modulation for the regular equipment. Nice. No problem. See how the F-150 does. No problem there. Tell you what, that little rabbit is making his presence known. I got little droppings everywhere like this. So she's still around here. I think me hitting her with that big BB gun, she don't want to show herself. And because you know I could do some damage. But at the same time, I've been seeing little bitty things darting around. I think they're rabbits. I'm not sure what they are. Whatever they are, they're quick as heck. And they're little. As I say that, the rabbit pops out from right up under the bridge there, right at the bottom of the bridge there. And it's sitting right there. Trying to be still. See it? There it goes. So I guess I didn't hurt it enough. We're gonna bring the Chevy down and test the drag brake. Not so good. And that's in the 5 setting. And it's still rolling. Alright, we're gonna take it on over Pride Rocks. Nope, no drag brake whatsoever. See, that's what makes you want to change the electronics. Now, if it had a good drag brake, I could handle this modulation. Look at that natural dig thing going on there. But I could handle the modulation. Servo is very weak, not turning. Alright, got it ready to go over Pride Rock. We're going to bring the Ford Bronco on down. As it slowly creeps into picture, my finger's not on the trigger. No drag brake whatsoever. None. So let's get it hooked up right behind the Blazer. Dig action there a little bit. No servo. Alright, let's change angles. Alright, here we go with the Chevy first. High Trails don't have any problem getting over that obstacle. None whatsoever. Alright, let's bring the Ford on over. Get a better angle. I think they're going to be pretty much head to head no matter what I do to them. Just going to be a matter of preference. Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying, it'll probably just be a matter of preference on which one you prefer. They both perform about the same. I mean, they're on the same chassis. Thinking maybe the bodies would, you know, make a difference, but they're pretty much equal when it comes to that. I mean, to the performance. I want to say the Chevy Blazer did at times show a little bit more drag brake than the Ford, but I don't know, they're both sweet vehicles and I'm glad they're in my fleet, and I'm just gonna dress them up and make them look nice. And you know, the Fusion is just gonna, I've already got the Fusions for them too. They're 1200s. It's gonna rock them, and then put the lights in them. They're gonna be nasty. Okay, like I always say, folks, much more to come. Thanks for watching. Take care of yourselves.